All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash, double honor to the apostle, elders, the great millstone, and salute silence to you brothers out there preaching the word of sincerity and truth. All right, got another news article, current events, linking up with biblical prophecy. All right, this comes from Press TV. U.S. threatens NATO member Turkey with sanctions over ties with Russia. Okay. And if you know about biblical prophecy, which I'm going to go to in Ezekiel 38, that this is supposed to happen. Okay. The Lord already set it up in his word and his prophecy to make it come to pass. This is in the Lord's will. All right. The United States has threatened fellow NATO member Turkey with sanctions over its growing ties with Russia. Now, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, along with the European Union, is called the Beast. All right, in Revelation 17, and America is the part of that beast, and is also America is known, or the United States is known as the harlot as well. All right, Great Babylon. All right. And the Lord set up the Russians primarily with the Chinese, Iranians, modern day Persians, ancient Persians, modern day Iranians, to come up against NATO and the EU and that harlot, America, Great Babylon. I'm gonna grab that. Let me grab that real quick. It's that Zephaniah 3 and 8. But the Lord is stirring up World War III for the sake of Israel, his chosen people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord. The Lord is talking to his people, man, the elect, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So the Lord is basically stirring all these commotions up within these nations to get this World War III popping. And that's the Lord rising up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, NATO, EU, all those nations with against Russia, China, Iran. All right, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation. You get that book of the book of Joel, talking about Jehoshaphat. Book of Revelation talking about Armageddon. All right, all the troops of those nations are gonna fight in the Middle East. All right, and that's World War III right there. And the basically climax of World War III, the precipice, the summit of World War III, is gonna be thermonuclear fire. All right, and that's gonna destroy America. Even all my fierce anger for all the Lord shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. All right. Go back to Ezekiel. I'm going to go back to the article real quick. Bring out Ezekiel. All right. The United States has threatened fellow NATO member Turkey with sanctions over its growing ties with Russia as Moscow's military operation in Ukraine enters its 7th month. The Turkish Industry and Business Association, Turkey's leading business association, said on Tuesday that it had received a letter from U.S. Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally Ademo warning of possible sanctions risks if firms continue doing business with sanctioned Russia entities and individuals in its press release. Tusiad added that It has shared the letter with the Turkish Foreign Minister, Finance Ministry Department, Finance Ministry and Trade Ministry. Any individuals or entities providing material support to U.S. designated persons are themselves at risk of U.S. sanctions. Demo wrote in his letter as it contents were first reported Wall Street Journal this week. Turkish banks cannot expect to establish corresponding relationships with sanctioned Russia banks and retain their corresponding relationships with major global banks as well as access to U.S. dollar or and other major currencies. But Russia, China starting their own thing, man. Their own trade system, their own currency. And backing it by gold. There's plots to upset Russia. See, that's so the Lord is stirring all this up, man. But at major World War III. All right, going to the scriptures here. Ezekiel 38:1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesied against him. All right, when we look at an ancient map, these lands are in the land of Russia. All right. And those were the lands that first Japheth. All right, because Noah had 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And Japheth settled over there in what you call the mass part of Europe. All right, Russia, okay, Turkey area, just basically Europe. All right. The very word Europe comes from Europa, which is Japhetic. All right. Modern day Japhetic people like the Hawaiians and the indigenous people of Australia. Esau actually pushed them out to the islands. All right. Anyway, this little history on Gog and Magog, little Japhetic. But Esau, Edom, they dwell in those lands now. All right. So remember, this is prophecies. Prophecy about the end times. So the people that's dwelling over there in Gog and Magog, the Russian Edomites, that's their country, Russia. And say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I'm against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth. Yeah, because Russia, the Soviet Union, basically got weak, and collapsed. All right, back in the early 90s. So the Lord is bringing them back as being a powerful nation to combat NATO and the EU. All right, that's why you get Russia starting their own currency, gold-backed currency. They're beefing up their militaries, their nuclear armory. Okay, that's the Lord turning this Russia's back, Gog and Magog. Okay, now I'll turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, making Russia strong again. Is that superpower? And I will bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company of bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Modern day sword is the projectile, guns, missiles. All right. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands. House of Togomar, North Quarters, all his bands and many people with them. If you look up Gomer, Togomar, that's that land of Russia. I mean, not Russia, Turkey. Okay, so Turkey is going to be joined unto Russia. Okay, so the Lord is doing it, man. All right, the Lord is joining Turkey Gomer, Togomar unto Gog and Magog, which is the Russians. Okay. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be a guard unto them. So basically, Russia is like the big brother to all these smaller nations: Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, Gomer. All right, and China along with Russia, they're basically in allies with each other. Okay, we got the BRICS. What's that? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. You got other countries, Argentina, other countries joining the BRICS. Okay, so they're starting their own. They already got their own alliances with each other going. All right, and that's to combat NATO and EU. All right, so World War III is happening. Okay, start of it, stirring up these nations. So that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.